All right. So our first topic, it's been a while since we've mentioned Trump. Yet we'd be remiss not to discuss the alarming press conference he had last week where he rambled about his success and attacked the press as usual, tweeting that the press was, quote, the enemy of the people, but calling out almost every major network as fake news. The silver lining to Trump's rhetoric came from Republican Senator John McCain, who said shutting down the press is how dictators are made. And on Sunday's Meet the Press with Chuck Todd, McCain said, quote, a fundamental part of that new world order was a free press. I hate the press, I hate you especially, but the fact is we need you, we need a free press, end quote. So what do you think about McCain's comments there?
Well, so I saw this story on Facebook, as I see most stories, right? And so then I went to watch, I taped Meet the Press, and so I had that on in the background, and I watched McCain's interview, which was fabulous, because that part about, where he says to Chuck Todd, I hate you especially, and I hate the press, was tongue-in-cheek. He chuckled, and it was a nice moment. But he was saying, I don't have to love the press.
Right.
The president doesn't have to love the press. Most presidents don't love the press, right? I mean, Obama was not a big fan of the press either. His administration wasn't saying, come over for tea every other minute, but never attacking them and saying that you are the enemy of the people.
Exactly.
I mean, we've never heard anything like that before. And so I was thrilled to hear, that not just somebody was speaking out against that, but that a Republican senator is speaking out against that.
And a pretty big Republican senator as well, ran for president.
Yes.
This isn't just run-of-the-mill senator here.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that more will follow suit and that they will step up in the interest of sanity.
Yeah, I think so, because you can only say something so many times before people start kind of discrediting it. And, I mean, when he first said, the press is so horrible, it's all fake news, it was a big statement because it hasn't really been said before. But when he says it on a daily basis, it kind of loses its validity and shock a little bit.
Well, and it's also...
Well, and it was never valid in the first place.
It seems, that there's, and what John McCain was talking about when he said this is how dictators are made, that it doesn't seem as if this is just a random, off the top of my head thought that he's expressing, but maybe there's a strategy behind it, and that dismantling the press and keep putting out this assertion that if you really want a source of information, I'm the only one. You can look through history and
see that doesn't work.
Current dictators around the world where that is, I think for a lot of Americans, that's not how we want to live our lives, and we don't want to be under one voice.
Right.
The press serves an important function. Obviously, we're members of the press, and so I take it personal.
Yeah, for sure.
To be attacked in that way. Forget feelings, just the forgetting that the press serves a function, which is to function in democracy, checks and balances, to help hold people in power to account.
And I also think we're in an interesting role because we're the future of the press. We haven't been in it for years and years. We're still coming up in it.
Sure.
And for me personally, at least when it's a continual attack day after day, it's like, well, I'm now going to prove you wrong, and I'm going to do my best, and I'm going to. So it's like he's not making any friends with up-and-coming journalists in the press either. More.
So you haven't wanted to chuck it all and go become an accounting major or something?
Well, I still have that theater backup.
There's still that theater thing.
Always there.